It's that time of year for Americans to dish out the holiday cash. But an unusually short season has retailers worried. Will Americans still spend? Welcome to America Uncovered. I'm your host, Chris Chappell. This episode has been sponsored by Mova Globes. By now, you've probably finished your second helping of Thanksgiving dinner. But you can't fool me. I know you're already thinking about thirds. But you can't drift off into a tryptophan-induced coma just yet. No, that's because the holiday shopping season starts now. Right now. It's time to max out your credit card, to kneel before the gods of retail, to sacrifice everything to get this year's hottest Christmas present of all time. I don't know what that thing is, but I'm terrified. And yet I want one. Last year, American shoppers spent $126 billion just in online sales between November 1st and December 31st. The top purchase of the season? The Nintendo Switch. The Switch, I understand. But the second most purchased product was a tie between whatever these things are. I'm still terrified. Now, people either love or hate holiday shopping. For example, hearing Christmas songs in every possible retail situation. Now, I like Christmas songs, except for the little drummer boy. If he parumpa-pum-pums one more time, I'm going to take that drum and burn it. And baby Jesus will thank me. Where was I? Oh yes, traumatizing holiday shopping experiences. Which brings us to Black Friday. Black Friday sounds like a Viking legend of a horrible beast that runs madly through the land, driven insane because people didn't sacrifice enough to the retail gods. But it's actually the day after Thanksgiving, when throngs of people run madly through shopping malls and department stores, driven insane by low prices. No, Seamus, that's the running of the bulls. This is Black Friday. Yeah, I'd rather deal with the bulls. But many people are willing to endure huge crowds and potentially dangerous stampedes to save a few dollars on Christmas gifts and self-care gifts, like big screen TVs. Anyway, Black Friday has evolved a lot from its mythical historic roots. Long ago, in the mid-1980s, retailers started giving discounts the day after Thanksgiving to kick Christmas shopping into gear. You go down to your local mall, grab some Dippin' Dots, and try hard to check off every item on your Christmas list before the night is done. But today's consumer market looks nothing like it did 10, 20, or even 30 years ago. And neither do I. Eventually, stores started opening earlier and earlier on Black Friday, like 12:01 a.m. And more recently, Friday has even begun on Thursday, or judging from my inbox, the previous Sunday. Now, imagine a world where you can get those great discounts, but without leaving your house. This became possible with online shopping. All you need is to memorize your, or someone else's, credit card number, and you're on your way. And that gave birth to Cyber Monday, which sounds like, never mind. In the mid-2000s, the Monday after Thanksgiving became the day where shoppers who were too busy to hit the stores over the weekend could still get low prices, with less risk to life and limb. How did consumers react? Well, to say we like online shopping would be an understatement. I need my Korean noodles, and I need them shipped here overnight. Which is why online shopping has transformed the holiday season. In 2016, holiday e-shoppers spent $94.4 billion. That went up 14.7% to $108.2 billion a year later. Then there's the jump to last year's $126 billion. That's according to Adobe Analytics, a service that collects and measures transactions for 80 of the top 100 US web retailers, including Walmart and Amazon. They say that this revenue growth is caused by strong consumer confidence, which looks like this. But Black Friday has changed over time thanks to e-commerce and mass retailers. Retailers are trying to double dip, so that they can gain revenue from both Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Meanwhile, digital sales are even more lucrative for large corporations like Amazon, which is a bit unfair since Amazon already has their own holiday that they created out of thin air. Amazon Prime Day was so popular last year that this year they made it last 2 days. I don't even want to know what they sacrificed to the retail gods for that one. Online shopping also comes at the expense of brick and mortar businesses. That is, unless they join the digital game. But no matter how stores try to lure in customers, this holiday season, it's going to be hard for everyone to bring home the turkey bacon. It turns out that 2019 is the shortest possible holiday season. That's because there are 6 fewer days, including 1 fewer weekend between Thanksgiving and Christmas this year. The loss of those 6 days leaves $1 billion worth of sales up for grabs. And now, for the first time, Adobe is predicting that online sales will surpass $1 billion per day during this holiday season, because people will be buying more in less time. And retailers know it. Walmart's strategy was to kick off its online holiday sales event starting the last week of October, before Halloween. I mean, come on, can't we just eat our fun-sized Snickers bars in peace? Give them to children. Starbucks at least held out until November 7th before rolling out the festive cups, and they still got my name wrong. What about small businesses? How will they fare this year? Think of your favorite local record store. Just kidding. That's what LimeWire is for. What's that, Shelley? What's Spotify? The point is, small stores are no match for the giant corporations who churn out giant warehouses full of Chinese-made products staffed by drones and low-paid workers in cages. That's why Black Friday and Cyber Monday have a sister named Small Business Saturday. Small Business Saturday was launched a decade ago by another corporation, American Express. The idea was to help local stores gain traction during a time that's dominated by competition from Amazon. Last year, 104 million shoppers spent almost $18 billion on small and independent businesses. But Small Business Saturday is definitely still the neglected middle child of the Cyber Weekend family. I mean, does your local handmade wooden toy store have one of these? I still don't know what that is, and I'm still terrified. So what's really in store for customers and retailers in this end-of-year quest for the best deal? Well, for starters, online spending is predicted to set yet another record by reaching $143.7 billion in total. That would be a 14% rise from last year's record high. As for the specific sales days, not only are Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales expected to rise by 20% from last year, but Thanksgiving Day sales are forecast to surge to nearly $4.5 billion. Because if there's one thing better than spending time with your family, it's spending time on the computer shopping or watching YouTube videos. So what do you think about American holiday shopping habits? And are you planning to go out on Black Friday? And what will you sacrifice to the retail gods? Leave your answer below. And if you're looking for a great gift for your dad or your daughter or yourself, let's be honest, why not check out Mova Globes? You've seen a Mova Globe on my desk before. The technology is really amazing. When you pick it up, it keeps spinning. And when you put it back on its base, it corrects its motion and starts rotating. No cords, no batteries, it just works. It's powered by ambient light. Mova also has dozens of other cool designs too. So click the link in the description below and pick your favorite version. And when you buy a Mova Globe, you'll also be supporting your favorite show about America. So click the link below to check it out. Once again, I'm Chris Chappell. See you next time.